You're back in the hole.
Boss guard. Short, stubby man stands before you. He's chewing a toothpick and fidgeting nervously. Who are you? Where'd you come from? I think some guy named Stevie drugged me. He looks down. Eisenman is always drugging the people he meets and trying to get them to play for the Wings. This is why Felkers had up and moved before the Great Game Pass Wars. He was always telling locals he'd make them a star, but he'd take them to Little Caesars Arena, and Dylan Larkin would beat them into a pulp. They'd get away from here. They'd rather play for the Lions.
That's even worse.
Where'd they move? Yes, the town due west before the wars began. On a great wagon, he looks around his camp. This camp here fell off the side of the wagon. Sad, I was hired to stay in guard over it. Now I'm stuck here. They don't even pay me. He looks surprised. You haven't heard of the Great Game Pass Wars? They were all over here a long time ago, destroying the place. Clearly, either not. Clearly, you're either not from nearby or got hit in the head. You lived some sort of hole this whole time. Started with the fourth war for some reason. Maybe someone was drunk, or they got flunked out of school. First came the fourth Game Pass War. Oh my God, so long. It all started long ago when Bill Gates got tired of that PlayStation owning all the good games. Figured they'd have a monopoly, so he started building an empire for himself. First he bought Mojang, then it was Obsidian, then it was Bethesda, then he bought Blizzard. Went too far, I guess. The other console companies started to get jealous and scared Gates was cutting into their sales, you see. So they banded together, formed a Republic of Gamers with the
There's
Republic.
already a Republic of Gamers. It's
Fight
Asus.
Gates' empire. The fourth war started with
Oh,
Gates'
jeez.
henchmen, Phil Spencer.
Spencer.
Darth Spencer shake back the plans to the death disc. He boarded one of the Rebel Republic ships. Princess gave no hostage. He sent a posted message to Miyamoto asking for his help that he got found by Bobby Kotick. I don't know him. Another
Kotick.
box.
He's the guy who owns Activision.
Oh, he's
Oh,
gonna
is he?
sell Call of Duty. So he searched out Miyamoto in his nearby hills to his home. The area is full of sand people, but that's racist. Can't talk about that. Yes, the death disc with Game Pass being so powerful, Microsoft didn't need to sell game discs anymore, so they melted them all down and built a giant disc in space. So large it could reflect the light of a star onto a planet and make it explode. So the Princess gave Newell's home planet of Steam area was destroyed by Darth Spencer. He did it in front of her as the show of power. You think she would have been a little more sad. Everyone she knew had just died horribly, but she kind of just stood there. I don't know. Miyamoto was found, and Bobby and him traveled to Dalaran, the one from Legion. They recruited John Romero and his sidekick. Holy crap! So they could use their ship and the USS Riptide to sneak into the Death Disk and save Princess Gabe Newell and the other planets of the Death Disk. They gathered all the Republic forces they could and used those plans to destroy the disk, save the galaxy for a few years.
For a few
How,
years.
how'd they do that? It turns out the disk had a weakness, a line of code that was supposed to trigger the next World of Warcraft expansion. But it got delayed. So Bobby went in jet and shot it, and the disk exploded into a million shards of tiny plastic. It rained down on people on the planet that's nearby for years, caused a lot of damage and millions of deaths. They won't tell you that part in schools. That's a story from another time, I guess. If you're still looking for Falkers, it's due west. Can't miss it. Or you could if you were blind.
Thanks, Lost Guard.
That guard knows a lot of
A lot of
information.
story.
No, you do lose the
I
path.
thought this quest was on rails.
Yeah, follow the Yellow Brick Road.
Well, now
To
it
see
is.
the wizard, and we represent the Lollipop Guild.
There
Why
it
are
is.
you
There's a road.
complaining? There's a road.
Because the Lollipop Guild doesn't pay very well.
You're a lollipop guild.
Why is that guard on top of a well?
New Falkhurst. Nice. We made it.
Oh, is that where we are? Yay. Better than old Falkhurst.
Yeah.
Stupid Steve
Although I'd be
Eiserman.
pretty sad if I fell cursed.
So bad.
So bad, it's good.
It's like Just a tiny kitchen? Like, what's going on?
Yeah,
You're a
tiny
tiny
room.
kitchen.
Tiny
Your
kitchen.
mom goes to tiny kitchen school.
This is the tiny house expansion pack.
Tiny house in the woods expansion pack. Come in, put your feet up.
Felk found.
Smell the roses.
What do we got? Heroes gonna miss. All right, let's talk to this guy first. Tall man with a silly mustache stands before you chewing gum. Ah, hey there, can I help you? On the search for city's EB Games. Oh, he nods. That there EB Games has been abandoned for years. It fell off the wagon just before we stopped here. Got destroyed. Mayor said the games are for kids, so wouldn't rebuild. I hear tell of lost soul who wanders the halls asking people if they know what it's called, the Xbox, why it's called the Xbox 360. Keeps telling us because when they see it, they turn 360 and walk away.
360 is a complete circle. though.
Search those ruins for the lost soul and come back with what you find.
180 would be walk away.
Yep. You clearly aren't from around here. How can I help you? Is this Falkhurst? Yes. Great town in Epic Land. I'm happy my family rode here on the back of a great wagon. We traveled far, and when the wagon lost a wheel, we sat down here. Plopped the whole town just like that. The wagon itself had slowly become claimed by the grass and hills. To think this was once a flat field. I'm in search of my destiny. No. I don't think one could find destiny here. RB Games was lost long ago. There is no destiny to be found here. At least the first one. We have many copies of the sequel. The closest town I know with an EB Games may have one is Springvale. It lies back east and then south along the road that leaves from near Old Falkhurst.
Oh,
Cool. Check her journal. Cool. All right. Pro gamer move. What's
Yep.
the other one called?
Backtrack.
Backtracking is fun.
just like every RPG every day.
Oh my god.